Okay. So, yeah, as I mentioned, this is going to be Cake versus Tweek. So, Cake, very good Duck Hunt player. Tweek, one of the best players in the entire world. And there, it should be Duck Hunt Sephiroth. Let me just confirm. Yeah, Duck Hunt Sephiroth. So, I did fortunately get to play this against Ozone not too long ago. And for those of you guys that don't know, Ozone is debatably the best Duck Hunt in America. Maybe not right now, just because like he was inactive for like the last quarter, and now he's starting to play again. But he's still one of the best Duck Hunts out there, especially in America. And, you know, he wants to pick up Sephiroth because he finds him a lot of fun. So he's going to know how to... fight Duck Hunt a lot better than Tweek should, I should say. So I got to experience kind of what it's like. Oh, Tetratonics, thanks for the follow. So one of the things that like I observed with this matchup is I think once we get to offline gameplay, this is probably going to be an even matchup or slightly in Duck Hunt's favor. Online, I might give it to Sephiroth for a couple of key reasons. As far as like the pros for Duck Hunt goes, Duck Hunt is really tiny, and if Sephiroth does not ban Yoshi's Story or Lilac Cruise against you, it's rough for him to get you in the corner. Like, it is extremely hard to get any hitbox to hit you while you're just like, if you're crouching down on those ledges, like it's really, really hard for him to get any type of hit on you. So you can really abuse that to your advantage and make it just like an absurd nightmare for him to approach you. Of course, like the one thing he can technically do is like he's got flare, but as long as you're like kind of consistently pressing him with projectiles, flare's never really going to get to you where it's ever going to be a problem. And if anything, you can just you can force him to frame disadvantage situations where you'll be able to get the upper hand on him. And Sephiroth does suffer from two things: that he's very light, very tall. He's among the easiest characters to clay pigeon combo, if not I'll just say among the easiest. And the other thing too is like, not only is he easy to combo, but like he dies. So think about like being able to like clay pigeon combo a heavy, except like they actually die when you hit them at 60%. Yeah, it's kind of what it's like against him. So that's absurdly good against him. And now with the new up smash tech, like you're going to kill him even earlier with that stuff too. So in terms of punish game, if you know like the right areas to get your clay pigeons in on him, he's going to have a really hard time surviving. But I don't really think clay pigeon's going to be a tool that you're using too much against him. I would say like Lilac Yoshis, there's probably going to be a lot more uses for those because you can abuse those ledges like crazy. But on most other stages, like maybe outside of like some things where you're calling out on platforms, or if you get the juggles on him, that's probably how you're going to get the most clay pigeons on him. But otherwise, I don't really think you're going to be able to use that move too often. You're mostly going to be kind of throwing the gunman down, so that way he either has to like poke it or it's just going to control him on the ground. And then that way, that's going to allow you to control the air with the can. And then that way, he's in a pretty big dilemma where he has to like kind of focus on you or the dog. And the best way I think you should think about him in neutral is think about him as a Belmont when you're fighting him, except like he doesn't have cross. And if you think about it that way, it makes it a lot easier to get around like his fair and his bear. The big difference between him versus Belmont is Sephiroth is going to kill you instantly if you give him any opportunity to. So like Nair's can lead into some pretty scary combos, and if you're off stage, he has a pretty good time edge guarding Duck Hunt. But the thing about him guarding Duck Hunt is if you know the areas that Sephiroth can cover, you should be able to make it back. But if you forget about things that he can cover, like for a split second, then he's going to kill you immediately. For example, his down air does go through the ledge. So if you put your can up on the ledge and he down airs it, it's going to extend how long that spike lasts, and it's going to make it a lot easier to hit you. So that's one issue you'll find. And also like throwing the can up will extend his hitboxes in general there. So if you try to recover high, it'll just make it a lot easier for him to hit you. So in this matchup, you can't really recover high. He's very good at covering the low thing. But if he decides to go low and try to edge guard you, it's fairly high committal for him. So it can be decently hard for him to like appropriately get you, as long as you mind where you're spacing where your recovery is. So if you start your recovery in the wrong position, it's very easy for him to kill you. But as long as you're diligent and you're looking exactly for what he's trying to cover, you should be able to get around him most of the time. Ledge guarding too, he just has to go for a lot of like high commitment moves when he's at the ledge. Obviously he doesn't have like too much landing lag, but like he's going to be jumping with an aerial and landing with it. And as long as you get used to that timing, you shouldn't have too much of an issue. And of course, the other thing that he has is flare. Flare is entirely a timing thing. So as long as you understand what timings you have when you're going there, you should be able to get around it. However, there is always going to be that niche situation if he gets out like, I think it's Mega Flare, like the final version of Flare, and like you basically need to grab ledge the second that explodes. Well, you're just kind of dead unless you like air dodge at the right time, but you still might die from that. So that's going to be like the one instance where there's not too much you can do. Of course, the other thing you need to look out for is Skeletina. If he does reflect your can, Skeletina does hit below the ledge, so that can be a little bit annoying to deal with. But like overall, you should be able to get around that one just fine as long as you're aware it's there. But yeah, outside of that, you'll be able to get around most of his tools very easily because you're very small. You can kill him pretty easily too because he's very light. Just look for like really good ways to like get juggle started because he has a hard time landing. If you can sneak in those clay pigeons, he's dead at 50% practically. If you get on top of him, he has a very, very hard time shaking you off of him. And so you need to abuse your jugglers against him. And the other thing too is if you treat his recovery like Fox outside of One Wing Angel, because One Wing Angel does give him that extra jump. So he can kind of stall a little bit longer and potentially get, not really kill you, but he can reverse situations with Octo Slash. That's like the one instance you need to be careful. But if you treat his recovery like Fox when he doesn't have One Winged Angel, you should be able to get edge guard him pretty consistently and kill him fairly easily for that in that respect. But yeah, overall, offline, I think it's going to be more in our favor. Online, I would probably slightly lean it to Sephiroth just for how easily he can kill us. And there's just the fact it's a little bit harder to react. Because when you do have parry, Sephiroth's going to be a lot easier to fight. And the fact that he has like such a limited amount of hitboxes that can hit you, it does make it a lot easier to predict what he's going to do against you. So, after that long-winded explanations out of the way, let's see what Cake does. Yeah, I'm really happy that Cake decided to go for that Gunman first. It's like Gunman is like the one thing that Sephiroth can't really contest, and it's going to force him to jump, which that's a very good action force to have. Oh, Vin Nasty, thanks for the follow. I feel like that's almost like Nintendo's alt account. Actually, I mean, I just realized. Let me bring up the UFD, because like I do want to point out the speed that is on Sephiroth's up B. I feel like it's going to be important. Also, it's so sad that I can't play Final Fantasy music on here, because I'm like afraid to death of getting copyright claimed for that. Otherwise, I definitely would. Yeah, Sephiroth up B. Yeah. So no charge is 25 frames and charge is 36 frames. And they compare to Falco real quick. Yeah, it's definitely faster than Falco's. Yeah, so Falco's launches frame 43. So Sephiroth is slightly faster than that. But the thing you need to remember how Sephiroth is like he doesn't really have a quick option to move from point A to point B. Like he either has to use his jump and then buffer it. So as long as you keep that in mind, like you preemptively jump out there to go get him, then you should be able to hit him pretty easily. You can land, yeah, I see. Can RD smash attacks break someone's shield? Yes, they can. F smash is the one that you're going to be doing that one with. Also potentially down smash too, depending how you space that one. There we go. He actually could have killed him there if he got like the full hit of up smash. God, that looks really early for a gunman kill as well. Yeah. Once he uses Nair, then you're pretty much free to hit Sephiroth because he can't really do another option after that. Like he has to land before he can do another one. Yeah, what after you get like out of mid% ranges, up throw doesn't really have a true combo, so just keep your eye on the Sephiroth player to determine what you should do next. And remember, if he back throws you at ledge, you need to DI away. If you don't, then that's going to true combo into a back air and kill you at like 50. It's kind of absurd. Oh, that was really bad. Yeah, now he used his jump. Oh, he got the ledge canceled. Oh, it's because he did the ledge cancel. That's why he was able to up B again. Oh, that was so cool. So many mix-ups coming from Cake right now. Try to call out a jump there. That's a death, yeah. You have to remember that Sephiroth's as light as Kirby. So, like, if you clay pitch him at 80% at the ledge, just go for strong back air and he's dead. That's the thing, though. It's like, whenever you look at Sephiroth, you just don't think, oh, he's going to die right now. By all accounts, he probably shouldn't either, but it's got to be that way. Oh, really? Oh, is this you, Cake? Because I felt like you used to have a Twitch tag that was Cake. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I think I trust Cake to actually know his ledge cancels. Oh, yeah. So something you need to keep in mind is when one-winged Angel's in play, the sweet spot of back air is as strong as Donkey Kong's F smash. So right there, I think he got the tipper and not like the strong hit of, not the strongest hit of it. If you don't know, Sephiroth's hitbox are kind of weird. What's up, Wolfers? Been a minute. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a minute before that comes back. But let me point this out for you guys. You guys should know this, but if you don't for some reason, quick little background on Sephiroth stuff. Okay, so whenever you're looking at a sword, there's 3 zones. This went over in the dark. So there's this zone, which is actually not as strong as this zone. This zone is the strongest zone. This is as strong as DK's F smash when he has one wing angel. It's nuts. It's a safe DK F smash in the air. It's really dumb that this move exists, but it's in the middle. It's not at the tip, so he can't be the safest possible distance and do it. So for you in these instances, it actually is a lot better for you to be at the tipper distance, just because he's not going to be at his strongest, and that even comes into play with his fair too. So for example here, it's a little bit different because there's more hitboxes. So this is not the strongest part. These two hitboxes here are the strongest part, and then this part's really weak. So always keep that in mind when you're fighting Sephiroth. Yeah. I'll be doing the next match critique stream on Monday. So if you post them, it'll be, yeah, you'll be guaranteed to get on those unless one other person posts something. Excuse me there. Yeah, I'm not sure how long these two play, but what I'll do is once we get to 5 games, then I'll cut it off. Also, shoutouts to the 10 viewer guys. So real quick, if we do want to get another emote on here, the next unlock is at 25 emotes. So we're going to need 15 more if we do want to hit that sub goal. Yeah. And for those of you guys just tuning in right now, if you guys didn't watch the update video that I posted on YouTube, some quick things while he's booting up. So I am going to actually stream a lot more consistently now. So Mondays are going to be the usual match critique streams. Wednesdays, I'm actually going to be playing through the original Donkey Kong Country series, so 1 through 3. I've never beat those games, and I use the music all the time, so I do want to beat those. So Wednesdays, if you're interested in seeing that, be at 7 p.m. as usual. And then Friday or Saturday, I'm going to start playing through Planet Coaster, because that is Roller Coaster Tycoon was like one of those games I absolutely adored as a child, and Planet Coaster is like basically Tycoon 4. It's the same developers that did it. The new Roller Coaster Tycoon company is like very, very different, and they're terrible. So I'm gonna start doing that, but like it's going to change whether it's going to be on Fridays or Saturdays. I'll just make sure I have announcements about that. All right. Okay, yeah. So one thing I do want to mention is I see a lot of really bad takes on this stage. Like somebody said, oh, if we got the, like Small Battlefield and Pokemon Stadium are the exact same thing, and like this stage is like too similar to Kalos or things like that. Really dumb take. So first of all, this is like the first proper complete small stage that we have that isn't like absurd BS. Like Yoshi's Story is a small stage, but you can get absurd BS with like the top part. And like technically you can kill early these platforms too. But the thing is like you never really feel like you get cheated on this stage, and that's what I really, really like. So I really do hope that they legalize this, because like this would be like the first like melee Yoshi Story style stage that we have. Or like the first proper small stage that we have for Ultimate. So I really do hope that we legalize it, because the platforms are really nice. The other thing too is like these platforms are a lot lower than they have on Kalos, so like even a character like Little Mac can full hop to these things. So it allows for just like a lot more unique combos, and you can definitely get some very cheesy combos that'll kill off there. But like, you know, I think they're all reasonable for the most part. You never use this stage? No, this stage is great. Okay, so I'm not sure. I guess this was day one. But yeah, Sephiroth at low percents, down throw does true combo into fair, and then up throw does true combo into up tilt. So if you get hit by those, like, don't sweat it. That's just going to happen. Yeah, so K kind of messed up a little bit there. After he got Sephiroth into the air, he decided to like immediately go after them, but you just want to keep like covering from below, so that way you have a much easier time juggling them and just like pushing them off stage. When you try to meet them eye to eye in the air, then it gives them a much easier time to land and get under you and reverse the whole situation. That was really risky too, but he was able to at least get them with like somewhat of a frame trap there. Definitely ways for Tweek could have gotten around it. Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, up smash is very scary, but you have to remember the tip is not going to be nearly as strong as, like, the center of it. So, make sure you're always landing away from him. Do not want to go away. Let's look at this real quick, because I haven't really dissected up smash. Wait, One Winged Angel changes up smash? How? Oh, he's got armor. Okay. So I just want to see the hitboxes real quick. So yeah, keep in mind, this whole part is going to kill you pretty late. This part's going to kill you early, and this part's probably not going to kill you too early. Pretty late as well. Well, because offline tournaments aren't a thing yet, the legality of it hasn't really been determined. But yeah, so like overall, just make sure you land away from Sephiroth and do everything you can. And like, if you need to help shift your hurt box, fair or bear away from him. So that way your hurt box like shifts away from this. So that way, like you get more guaranteed the sour spot, or like air dodge away. Do things like that. Yeah. So as you saw right there, as long as you're like hitting the flares, it's just going to blow up like right in that very spot. So just keep consistently pressuring him, and you won't really have to worry about too much. That's something also I should mention is like when you pressure Sephiroth on the platform, he doesn't really have any options to contest you. So like, you know, some characters can do like up smash out of shield, or like some up B out of shield. Sephiroth can't do anything. So you can literally just keep jumping and up airing him, and there's not too much he can do. He can just try to roll away or like full hop away, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So keep that in mind. You feel free to just like keep pressuring him with up airs, and you don't have to worry about like any retaliation for him, because like he physically can't do it. Oh, that was a really good tech cover. Yeah, that is always going to be the one thing that you got to be careful about with clay pitching. It was way too late there. Ooh, that was a good recovery. But yeah, you see, look, he just like stuck to the sour spot and wasn't really in too bad of a situation overall. So technically, Tweek could have killed Cake right there, but I think it would have been like a double. I think it would have been like a kamikaze situation. Okay, fun fact about that situation we just saw, that up smash on shield. If he did do the Pingus tech, that actually would like poke him and like actually kill him right there. So that is going to be the importance of that. Yeah, no, Cake's really good. A couple of issues that he's had, but like overall, no, he's doing a really good job. Yeah, he got the read on him. Yeah, there's not too much you can do there. Unfortunately, he buffered Clay Pigeon, so he was just done there. But yeah, but you can kind of see the thing. If you leave an opening too close to Sephiroth, and like Sephiroth sees it, then he can just like come in with one hit and like potentially convert it into a stock, which is the scariest part of him. But more often than not, he's going to be struggling in neutral to find a way to open you up, and it's a lot easier for you to kind of control and manipulate what he can do versus what he can manipulate against you. So as long as you're very diligent with your neutral and you're like controlling what he can do and you're capitalizing completely on the openings you get on him, he's going to have a decently hard time. However, though, Tweek is playing a very unoptimized Sephiroth. Like, you have to keep in mind, like, this was like day 1 or 2. Or it might have been like day 3. So regardless, it was like, I think within the first week he was released. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, Sephiroth like has to either go for coverage or try to react with Nair. So as long as you're watching him as you're landing, you should be able to. Yeah, so he pretty much like got the coverage there guaranteed with that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Marksman and the Pingus. Pingus is just like too good of a name to really pass up. But the Marksman kind of just makes sense too. And if people don't want to say Pingus, they'll have a more dignified word to use. The Pingus. Oh, Yuka, did you learn what the new Smash tech was? Let me just go over this real quickly. I can briefly have this on video just for everybody. Versatile dumping? Duping? Nah. That's too much of a mouthful. Because, like, then I can call it, like, P smashes. So it could be, like, P up smash, PF smash, or you could call it, like, M up smash. That's the thing, though. We need a unified name for it, though. Otherwise, it's going to get way too confusing. We'll have to figure it out. Well, whenever I make the video, it's going to become the official thing for it. But the meme will always be the Pingus. Okay. All right. So, generally speaking, whenever you do up smash, when you do your smash attacks, let me do this in frame by frame. So, when you do your smash attacks, the reticle comes out before the hitbox does. And there's a very important thing about this reticle. See, look. And now on the 5th frame, it comes out. So the thing is, that can has that reticle too. And the reticle can only appear like individually for the character whenever it's on screen. So I can't throw a smash attack and throw out the can at the same time. So if I do a smash attack right now, I can't ping the can. However, we found out that there is a glitch that you can do that improves things drastically. So remember how it takes 5 frames after the reticle comes out before the hitbox comes out? Well, it turns out you can actually make the hitbox come out 5 frames earlier and make it hit twice. So in this case, you can make up smash come out frame 7. So if you go into training mode, you need to do this. So up smash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is frame 6. So now you hit B. And now on frame 7, the reticle would normally come out here. But now the hitbox comes out because the reticle's on the can. And it makes a second hit come out. So it does 2 hits. And then you can also do it for each hit that comes afterwards. So you can make it hit 6 times in total. Not only does it make it faster, but it deals more damage. And because you deal more damage, it kills significantly earlier too. So it's a very important thing. This cannot get patched out. That's kind of the beauty of it. Because they would have to fundamentally change how can and the smash attacks work. And I just do not see them doing that. And this existed back in Smash 4 too. But the thing is, this would never be practical in Smash 4 because you would fall out of the smash attacks every single time guaranteed. Yeah, like the amount of fixing that they would need to do to change this would be absurd. And like the double hit is there because of slow motion. The reason, like, whenever you, like, go into, like, the witch time modes and all that stuff, you'll notice that his smash attacks will always do 2 hits. You can just go into training mode, slow down the speed, and it'll automatically do it. Yeah, because it's tied to the mechanics of how the visuals work, I just don't see it ever getting patched out. Like, I could try. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the likelihood of them actually doing that is very slim. And the other thing, too, is, like, this is still a frame-perfect tech. It's not easy to do. And if you like mess up the up smash one, they'll kind of fall out, but you can just do it where you do it for the first one. So that way you get a frame 7 up smash. So it'll kill slightly earlier, but it's significantly faster. And that's the main thing that matters. Oh yeah, I should mention too, if like Cake wants to play this, all he really needs to do is just crouch kind of around the ledge, and it's going to be very hard for Sephiroth to get away with anything. Yeah, when he goes to the platforms, that's when you get screwed. Yeah, you try to be cheeky with the Octa Slash there. Yeah, don't go into Sephiroth, because like he gets a lot off of his grabs. At least if you're trying to land. Because like the thing is, like, he doesn't have too much cooldown. Like if you're landing like outside the radius of like up smash or up air, if you air dodge into him, guaranteed he should be able to like convert. He should be able to convert your air dodge into something. Good call out. Yeah. So if you're a really good rhythm game player, up smash is going to be one of the absolute best buffs that you'll ever get. Like it kills like, I think it's like 15% earlier, something like that. When I do my guide on it, I'll get the exact numbers on it. Because the lab work's already been done thanks to Pyro. Yeah, Pyro, I mean, Cake just needs to stay grounded. Like, his issue is that he keeps wanting to jump. Oh, he's dead. No! Oh, he had the stock. Yeah, from what I remember, I think that up tilt actually does cover the top platform. I know it does on Battlefield, so maybe not on this stage. He DI'd that one bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, kind of the main reason why I don't think it's really going to be an issue is just because no one really plays Duck Hunt, and it's not really a well-known enough thing that it'll like actually have people going for it. And to be honest, like the only way people are going to know about that tech being a thing is like if I actively am commentating a set with Rido. Otherwise, people are just not going to know this tech. I think it's just because Sephiroth just came out when Cake was playing this, so you know he probably wasn't like familiar with what he has. Which should make sense. I mean, the character was less than a week old when this VOD launched. Okay, so something I need to mention is I don't really know the exact way you should be dealing with the orbs. I think it's going to be very dependent on how the Sephiroth likes to capitalize. So, obviously, you can shield the orbs, but that can lead into a shield break setup. And then you can also dodge. Oh yeah. Also too, with the Pingus tech, drag down up air into up smash is true. So that's the other thing that's important about that. Like there, if he could do the perfect up smash, that up smash may have killed his Kalos and maybe not. Any other stage that wasn't Kalos would have killed. That's how important it is. Yeah. Sephiroth can cover every single wave landing option that that Duck Hunt can do, but he might have to like reposition himself at the very least. That was a really nice wave land. That was a really good wave bounce, but it would have been pretty easy to counter as long as Tweek held shield. That was kind of smart. He put the can to cover jump just in case Tweek wanted to go there. Oh, if he nared, he was dead. And that was really good use of that up tilt can too, because like he kind of placed himself in the perfect position to cover the outside recovery, and then he may not have been sure about that. And he did the storage knockback. Oh, they're in the Husky text in there. You gotta love it. Oh yeah, as you saw, up smash up close does not hit like crouched opponents. So if you do down tilt, you can get around it. However, at the tip of up smash, that's where it'll hit. So important thing to know. Not really gonna come into like play too often, but like let's say you're landing with Nair, you can technically get underneath up smash that way. But you know, if he's doing up smash, he should be hitting you before you land. Oh, that's too bad he did back there. That was like the worst one he could have done. Yeah, also with the drag down up air into the Pingus tech, you can do that into down smash as well. Oh, that was weird. I wish I could go frame by frame in Twitch bots, but he can't. So I think it takes so long. Hold up, let me shorten this real quick so I can see things better. There we go. No, drag down F smash is not true, but you can catch people off guard with it. Because the F smash does come out frame 12 instead of frame 17, so it is still a very significant speed boost to it. And, you know, any extra damage you do during F smash will kill them significantly earlier. Like, if you can do F smash properly, like, you kill them at, like, 50%. And that's, like, that's pretty much the entire cast, too. Yeah. Yeah, see, because he got the tip there, it didn't kill. Yeah, and there he got, like, the centerpiece. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a DI you can do to, like, get out of those, but yeah, those nairs are true. Nairs very good from Sephiroth. The other thing, too, about Sephiroth's nairs, because, like, it is a disjointed circle, it can beat out our fair if we don't collide with him. Because the duck has to be a hurt box, unfortunately. Yeah, like one thing that Tweek is not utilizing is he's not utilizing Dare at Ledge, because Dare at Ledge is very good against Duck Hunt. Oh yeah, you can kind of cheese Sephiroth like that. Sometimes if he doesn't have his jump, it's really hard for him to recover. So keep that in mind. Yeah, and Pyro, I think Pyro actually did find a drag down combo with up smash, F smash. Now that you say that, it would be in either Course K9 or in the lab. Actually, hold up. Let me check this one real quick. No, that was just up smash. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's really the only one that matters. And now that we've got into 46 got to like a 30-minute VOD, I think I might end it after this one game. I think, that'd be 3 games at the very least. Oh yeah, he messed up his. If he drifted in more, he actually would have been able to grab ledge. So that wasn't an impossible recovery to make. Yeah, well, that clay pigeon might have looked a little weird. It actually wasn't that bad. It's safe to throw from, and if he landed it, he probably would have gotten the kill. Pingus tech would have made him die there. Pingus with down smash is like the easiest to get. Yeah, that actually broke. Him hitting the can made it so that he got hit by Octaslash. Did not need to happen. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, Flare's not really an option Sephiroth is going to be using off stage unless like, he wants to do like a super style on you. Yeah. Yeah, no, the thing is like Cake got a little bit too greedy, and that's literally the reason why he just like got obliterated here. Yeah, that's the thing with Sephiroth. If you let him like take one instance away from you, then you're just gone. So if Cake plays this very safe, like he shouldn't have too much of an issue taking out these next couple of stocks though. Oh, he messed up that. He's not really okay. That was a very scary gunman, but from that position, it's a little bit hard for Sephiroth to really react with anything. Like the only thing that he could have done to really like get a true conversion is he had to do like full hop nair and read the direction that Cake was going. That was so cool to turn around for Bear. Unfortunately, he wasn't in a position to convert off of that. That's too bad. The other thing too is, oh, that was a really good up smash. There we go. See, as long as he stays cool, he'll. Oh no, he's not staying cool. That's so scary because like Sephiroth could just hit that gunman and just like make his hitboxes last forever, and you're just dead. That's one area you don't want to put a gunman in. Ooh, that kind of neat, but I would have just gone for like the tech conversion there. Yeah, that throwing that can actually did cost him. Oh, he might be dead. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You cannot. There's no way you're going to safely throw out that can and make it out alive as long as the Sephiroth's just ready to throw out a hitbox to kill you. But yeah, no, I think that's going to be a pretty good place to stop it for now. Cake, if you do want me to look more at this, or if you guys want me to look more at this later on, feel free to let me know. I would not mind taking a look more at this set because there's probably a lot more interesting stuff. Because Cake plays him for a long time. Wow. Yeah, they literally played for another 2 hours. So if you want good Duck Hunt versus Sephiroth content, like not optimized Sephiroth, like neutral interactions with Sephiroth, yeah, you got 2 more hours of footage in here. So definitely, I would recommend taking a look at this. And the other thing too is like, I don't really I feel bad saying this, but like I don't really get to watch a lot of like really, really good high level Duck Hunts play because we're stuck in the quarantine period right now. But this is a very good Duck Hunt. This is a Duck Hunt that you guys should watch. So if you ever do see Cake pop up here in the critiques again, definitely take a look at those. It's because he knows what to do with these landings. Generally speaking, really good sense of like where to place his can. This was also before we discovered Pingus, so that's why he's not doing it here. But now that he knows Pingus is a thing, those should probably be implemented, and he'll kill a lot earlier with that as well. And then, what was it? Yeah, the other thing too is like the conversions were really, really good too. Like, the thing is like, he wasn't really playing the matchup in certain instances, but at the same time, nobody knew what the matchup was. And he probably plays it a little bit better as it goes on. But yeah, the main things that I'll say off of this is really good job for not knowing what the matchup is. And I mean, honestly, Neither did Tweek. But yeah, the biggest thing is definitely you did jump at a lot of good times, but there's a lot of times that you were very greedy, and that the positioning you put yourself in was very advantageous for Sephiroth. So like as long as you're like kind of within that 45 degrees above, like directly above him. So this zone, that's very good for Sephiroth to cover. This zone, it like directly in front of him above, he can cover, but like at like 45 degrees itself, that becomes a little bit more difficult for him, just because like he's got fair and then he's got up air. Up air is fairly easy to get around. He doesn't really get too much reward from up air in that area, so you can kind of get around it. But like directly above him, you basically aren't getting around up air or up smash. And he also has up tilt to like do a very quick poke to just get you from very, very far. So you do need to be very careful about those. And not to mention, like, he can kind of do like some backdash things to catch you with like F smash for a very hard punish to kill you immediately, or like get an F tilt to get some good positioning off of it too. So yeah, you never really want to be on top of him, but you do want to take advantage of the frame advantage you have over him at all times whenever you're able to push that. So in terms of juggles, or if like when you're getting in and just kind of bullying him. And don't forget to use your down tilts. Your down tilts make it really hard for Sephiroth to hit you. So if you're playing on Lilat or Yoshi's, that's going to be obnoxious for that. And yeah, I think we'll cut it off over here for now. Oh, did I...